There's news reports about Jay-Z allegedly being Jeffrey Epstein's favorite gangster. Maybe because he did the whole soundtrack to the American Gangster movie. A lot of people consider that Denzel's worst movie, but Jay-Z did his thing on the soundtrack. Allegedly, Jeffrey Epstein was a big fan of that movie, and that's how he wound up becoming a fan of Jay-Z. They're not sure if he ever met Jay-Z, but he was definitely listening to his music on the island when they were doing torturous things. The people really don't have any power to do anything about this. There were freaks and perverts around before Jeffrey Epstein was born. And when Jay-Z was born, people knew something strange was about to go down. They came out with that movie It the same year Jay-Z was born. Then 40 years later, Beyonce was born, so people doing the math. Jeffrey Epstein may have been the man that encouraged the people up there at Def Jam to sign Jay-Z and Rockefeller because allegedly he heard about Jay-Z's relationship with Foxy Brown and Aaliyah and figured if he put a couple of M's in his bank account, he would be able to meet them over on Epstein Island. Y'all gotta remember, Jay-Z had private jet money for a long time. We seen him in the Big Pimpin' video on the boat. We don't know if they was leaving Epstein Island or headed there. A lot of people assuming that Aaliyah was coming from that island when everything went down. Rest in peace. We don't know if them rumors or not, but I'm trying to let y'all know. People been saying things about Jay-Z for years, and now that he appeared in the Epstein files, people connecting all types of dots. Why was Foxy Brown only 15 years old? Rihanna was only 16. If you ask me, I think he did Foxy Brown and Rihanna a favor because who want to give somebody a bag when they old and gray? They might have a heart attack with all that money. He made it to where they can have amazing lives, great careers while they're still young. And look at Rihanna. She married, she got kids, it looked like she happy. And if it wasn't for Jay-Z doing what he did, her and A$AP Rocky may not have the family that they have. So he definitely did a whole lot of good. But how good can you be when there's rumors circulating that you're Jeffrey Epstein's favorite gangster? He a lot of people's favorite gangster. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I used to listen to Jay-Z before the Epstein files came out. I really can't listen to him like how I used to. It's not that I'm not a fan of him anymore. The Cosby Show did me the same way. I was all about the Cosby Show, but now when I see it, I respect the show, but I can't find myself to sit down and watch a whole entire show because a bunch of weird stuff be going through my head. What if the Cosby Kid go to the refrigerator to get some juice? I'm thinking to myself, Cosby probably put some Spanish fly up in that juice. Now when Jay-Z come on the radio talking about girls, 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 girls all over the floor, I don't know if he talking about what he experienced at Epstein Island. Did Matthew Knowles let him have a sleepover with Destiny's Child back in the day? I just don't know. Kanye tried to warn people about Jay-Z, but everybody was trying to say that Kanye West is crazy.
If you take people like Jay-Z and Pusha T, they made their living killing our people. So how the fuck they gonna stand up for our people? You know what I'm saying? But we forget that because we love Jay-Z's music so much. We love Pusha's music so much, right? But you think they would ever, Beyonce had the best fit for somebody else?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You think they would ever tell the truth? No, if they told the truth, I think they'd go to jail. You know what I'm saying? So you have liars.
Man.
Liars are now the face of our culture.
At first, I wasn't sure if somebody like Jay-Z would be invited to Epstein Island until I heard the rumors that not only was Epstein a fan of Jay-Z, but he admired Jay-Z. So much so that his acquaintances allegedly called him Jigga just to put him in a better mood. With all of the news that came out about Diddy, it's making me very untrustworthy when it comes to the media. They said that Diddy was 20 times worse than Epstein. That was the picture they were painting. They was making it seem like he was torturing people. He had underground tunnels. So they definitely tried to put a black face on Epstein. But with Jay-Z's face, it's not only going to be a black face, it's going to be a Caribbean face, an African face. They might as well put them heads in Peru on the Epstein files. And if Beyonce really knew what he was doing, why was she still calling him daddy on the island, rubbing his belly, and had 4 kids for the man? One thing for sure, Jeffrey Epstein need to be ashamed of himself. He made the Neverland Ranch look like blue cheese. Better yet, he made the Neverland Ranch look like Chuck E. Cheese. And I'm just now hearing about them torturing people on the island, and they saying that them people was kids. I don't like how Jay-Z was calling Foxy Brown the ill nana. Cause that was a young lady, he could have put some more respect on her name. It's bad enough they was calling her Strong J cause she ain't got no eyebrows. One thing for sure, Rihanna's forehead was way too big and Jay-Z still gave her a contract. That's why they calling him a pedo. But I don't care what they say, I don't believe the rumors. One thing about Jay-Z, he's a pleasant man. When you see him, he's calm, he's cool, he's collected. He like the Black James Bond that just so happened to land Fortnite style on Epstein Island, according to these reports. I know there are kids hearing all these rumors, getting picked on at school. I hope the young kids not getting picked on because if they is, that's bad. Kanye West done already did enough bullying to them kids. Now the media going in on their father. I'm pretty sure they hear it every time they get on the school bus or whenever they get off the school bus. People making remarks about their father. Allegedly, Beyonce had to get on the school bus to get at them kids for getting at her kids. And that's a shame. They got too much money to be getting heckled and having people hurl insults at them wherever they shop at. I wonder where they get their groceries from. They showed a picture of their house and they had a dock for the trucks. So they probably had a Walmart truck pull up to the house, back in, unload, put it up in the cabinets, everything. And when they leave, it's a Target truck coming around the corner. They got money. I'm talking Epstein Island money. And people were shocked that they spent all the millions on this house. I'm talking about 200, 300 million if I'm not mistaken. And it's right in front of the island, the ocean. Where they plan on going? Do they do night trips, day trips? Be back, don't nobody know what happened. They house right there on the water. So what they got going on? Ain't no telling if they got their own island. They could make a purchase and ain't nobody gotta know about it. They probably got an island right on the side of Jamaica somewhere for the low. People wouldn't know about it unless they really started to expose Jay-Z, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to uncover and unearth a lot of the things he got going on. Best believe, he ain't no Amazon shopper. That ain't all he doing with his money. A lot of y'all, all y'all do with y'all money is Amazon. When you look back years from now and you wondering whatever happened to all the money, all you gotta do is log into your Amazon and go down the list. I doubt if Jay-Z got them problems, but I never said Jay-Z don't have problems. He said it himself. He got 99 problems, and now Epstein is one. Did y'all hear the interview Epstein did? It was disgusting and disturbing. Y'all need to listen at this.
Footage has emerged in the Jeffrey Epstein files showing the convicted pedophile being interviewed and asked whether he is the devil. It's unknown when the interview was actually filmed, but the material is one of thousands of videos released by the US Department of Justice. Paul Kelso reports.
Latest tranche of Epstein files from the Department of Justice contains around 3 million documents, thousands of still photographs and hundreds of hours of video recordings, and among them appear to be at least some of extended interviews between Epstein and Steve Bannon, a right-wing pundit in the United States, former strategist working at the White House in Donald Trump's first term. He's previously talked about conducting around 15 hours of interview with Epstein. They've not previously been aired in any extended form, but there's a couple of hours of what appears to be some of those videos in these latest releases, and we can play a couple of minutes of that now in which Epstein discusses being a sex offender.
Is your money dirty money?
If you live,
I just asked a question. Is your money dirty money?
No, it's not. So, in fact,
why is it not dirty money?
Because I earned it.
But you earned it. We went back to this before. You earned
yes.
it. You earned it advising the worst people in the world, right, that do enormous bad things, and just to make more money.
So, instead of asking me the question, should you take the money? Because I think it's a legitimate question.
You think it's a legitimate question?
Yes, no question. Because I think ethics is always a complicated subject, but I can tell you that with the money I gave to help try to eradicate polio in Pakistan and India, instead of asking me whether that money should be given to these children for vaccines, I think you might want to ask their mothers who received the vaccine, who know their child now won't get polio, and ask them if Epstein should have helped these people. You're a mathematician.
If we walked into that clinic where they're giving that money out to these people that are in the most dire straits of poverty and sickness, and told them that the money was coming from a, what are you, class 3 sexual predator?
Tier 1.
Was tier 1's the highest and worst?
No, I'm
the lowest.
I'm the lowest.
You're the lowest. Okay, tier 1, you're the lowest. But a criminal.
Yes.
That the money came from them. What percentage of people do you estimate? I understand you don't like probabilities. Do you estimate would say, I don't care, I want the money for my children?
I would say everyone said, I want the money for my children.
Did they know where the money came from?
I think if you told them, if I told them the devil,
100%.
the devil
himself.
The devil himself said, I'm going to exchange some dollars for your child's life.
Do you think you're the devil himself?
No, but I do have a good mirror.
It's a serious question.
Sorry.
Do you think you're the devil himself?
I don't know. Why would you say that?
Now, these latest files also contain fresh documents appearing to relate to Lord Mandelson, the former British ambassador to Washington, sacked by Sir Keir Starmer back in November, when a previous release of documents suggested he had not been straight about the extent of his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. Now, these appear to show payments from Jeffrey Epstein's bank account to Lord Mandelson and his husband, totaling $75,000 over a 2-year period.
Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about Jeffrey Epstein allegedly taking a liking to Jay-Z. I figure Beyonce will be more of his thing, but she got old real fast. People still don't know how old she is. I'm just glad Epstein got gone before their kids was born, because if they would have took them kids over there to that island, ain't no telling what would have happened. People give a blind eye when it come to that money. Ask R. Kelly, he know. I want to remind y'all once again that everything you heard in this video is allegations, speculations for entertainment purposes. Don't nobody know what's going on, not even the people in the news. They'll make up a story on the brother in a minute. And I don't like how they got these hip-hop stars on it, trying to make it seem like Epstein was a hip-hop fan. Now they're going so far as to say that Jay-Z was Epstein's favorite American gangster. Well, who was his favorite Japanese gangster? Was he a fan of the Yakuzas? Do he know any of the triads? I better quit talking like that before they turn me into Peking duck. I just want everybody to use their common sense, like R. Kelly said. Because black people got enough money to be freaks, but they ain't got enough money to be flat out freaky. Especially when you gotta drag your behind to work in the morning. Unless you a stripper or you filming X-rated movies on the side. Either way, you gonna be assed out when it comes to making big purchases. I don't believe the rumors they saying about Beyonce because I love her. I might be the biggest Beyonce fan you ever met. It ain't nothing that she could do wrong. She too beautiful to be bad, unless you talking about Sasha Fierce. Jay-Z, on the other hand, always been a model citizen outside of his music and his music videos. I really don't want to believe the rumors. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. I'm gonna be checking. Matter of fact, I'm looking right now. What y'all talking about down here? Do y'all believe Epstein a freak? Well, y'all know he a freak. Do y'all believe Jay-Z a freak like Epstein? Do y'all think that Jay-Z is the black Epstein? I feel like it ain't no way he could have ever got away with doing half of the things Epstein did. None of the brothers on the list. As soon as they got back to America, they would have booked them, arrested them for doing what? On the island with some kids? I just don't want to believe nothing like that about Jay-Z or Beyonce, y'all. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Maybe that's how you feel, but that ain't how I feel. These rumors, allegations, anybody could make this stuff up. Anybody could get online and make up a rumor or a lie about Jay-Z. That don't mean that it's true. But y'all gotta let me know. I don't know everything. Let me know how y'all feel about it out there. Got so much love for y'all. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to The Quiet Storm. All of the people that hit the Cash App. I'm telling y'all right now, y'all appreciate it like Tupac's mama. And for all the people that scrapping up their change or whatever you got to hit the Cash App, I want to let you know in advance that I really do appreciate you. And for the ballers out there, people that really got bread, this money gonna go to a good cause. Them robots at Amazon, they need to work. We don't want them to get rusty. I gotta put in my order tonight. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to The Quiet Storm. And there it is. Y'all be good out there. Subscribe. Don't forget.